The new year is a great time to begin again. And what better way is than focusing on team values? Yep, not the average resolution, but something great to focus on. And this is a good time for you to look at your team values. Whether you're a manager or an employee, looking at how team values affect your staff is crucial to the growth of your team. So here are 5 ways that you can engage in team values with your team. The first thing we can do is talk about the values. What are the values of the team? What do we want those values to be? And how do they align with our own personal values? Having a chat with your team on what this is kind of helps to clarify what you're working toward. Then you want to see what that means in the work. What do our values have to do with the work that we do? So where are they showing up in the work? And for you and your team to actively talk about and look at and acknowledge what happens in the work that aligns with our values. For instance, in our office, when we send out emails every now and then to clients, we'll put one of our values, we have 9 values, and we will put one of those values in an email that coincides with the actual work that we're doing. So how does the work, this specific type of work, align with this specific type of value? We highlight that to the client so they know that we're very specific in how we're working with them and that we are working with them within our value system. The next thing is celebrating those values. And you can celebrate these values at monthly or bi-monthly meetings where you acknowledge each other on using those values in the successes that we have. For instance, you can have an employee talk about a success that they had and the value that from the values you've all talked about, what value connects to that success. Or you can have other employees highlight their peers on successes that they've had, or highlight their peers in the great work that they do and how they've been working within the values or within the value system. It's a nice way to compliment and acknowledge your staff on great things that they do. And it's not just you as a manager acknowledging them, it's everyone on the staff that acknowledges each other. How awesome is that? Number 4 is to evaluate your values periodically. They will probably be lovely values, but will they always be relevant? So it's nice to kind of look at your values and see, is this still relevant? Does this still make sense? Are these values those that we want to continue to carry on in the future? And finally, brag about your values. They're amazing. I guarantee you that your friends and family are not talking about the values of their company. How do I know this? Because when I brag about the values of my company, my friends and family are like, wow, really? You guys do that? So yes, brag about the values. They're great. You're doing it. They align with your own values. And also it releases that happiness drug within us all called oxytocin that just makes us feel warm and fuzzy. Having pride in our work, having pride in what it is that we do and that it fits within our value system helps to make us just happier, more productive, and makes us want to go to work. Continue to talk about your values at work and how they enrich your overall life and well-being. Because let's face it, we all want to be happy even at work. So why not contribute to your own happiness and your own wellness?